Hi guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today is it's just a few days after the election results were released of the United States general elections, where Donald Trump was elected, and about January he may be sworn in. So we're gonna just see how it will be. Is my audio working? Okay, so I'm gonna be starting.
Thank you. Thank you. So let me say, and I love you back. And I love you back. So let me say, my heart is full today. My heart is full today, full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me, full of love for our country.
She says that she is happy of the trust put after she loses the election. It is really interesting. Though it is interesting. Let me continue.
And full of resolve. What we fought for, not what we voted for, but the light of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up and as long as we keep fighting. I love you so very much. To President Biden and Dr. Biden, thank you for your faith and support. To Governor Walz and the Walz family, I know your service to our nation will continue. And to my extraordinary team, to the volunteers who gave so much, to the poll workers and the local election officials, I thank you all. Look, I am so proud of the race we ran and the way we ran it. Over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every walk of life and background, united by love of country, with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's future. And we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. Now, I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we must accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a peaceful transformation.
Okay, it's continuing to work.
Of power. A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it.
Yeah, just to add, I really agree with what the Deputy President has just said. This is what distinguishes democracy from tyranny. Even the etymological word for democracy comes from the Greek word demokratia, meaning for all the people rule. So tyranny, we all know how the transitions happen. It is mostly never peaceful. Like literally, it's very rare where it is peaceful. Monarchs, it's mostly in absolute monarchs where it can bring some issues that can rise up. Now, I'm gonna continue.
At the same time, in our nation, we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States. And loyalty to our conscience and to our God. My allegiance to all.
Yeah, this is really interesting. If you Vatizin has something to say, you can just let me know and I can give you an opportunity. I can drop in the link if you are interested in the chat. And I'm gonna continue with this.
All three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.
Yeah, that's what I expected you to also say, Deputy President.
The fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people. A fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation, the ideals that reflect America at our best. That is a fight I will never give up.
My name is Carlos Galdiano. I'm from San Francisco, California. My company, Global Monday, based.
I will never give up the fight for a future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, where the women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own body.
Yeah, a good one. That one, I think you're talking about the abortion. That one is a very controversial thing. Just let me drop the link. Yeah, so that's a very controversial thing about abortions, and I'll not be touching on it because I think you already know what you believe in. Though, if you didn't know, I am kind of pro-choice for now.
And not have their government telling them what to do. We will never give up the fight to protect our schools and our streets from gun violence. And America, we will never give up the fight for our democracy and that every one of us, no matter who we are or where we start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be respected and upheld. And we will continue to wage this fight in the voting booth, in the courts, and in the public square. And we will also wage it in quieter ways, in how we live our lives, by treating one another with kindness and respect.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. You have said that we should treat each other with respect and kindness. That one is very interesting. And I'm going to continue.
By looking in the face of a stranger and seeing a neighbor, by always using our strength to lift people up, to fight for the dignity that all people deserve. The fight for our freedom will take hard work, but like I always say, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work can be joyful work. And the fight for our...
Yeah, that one is really interesting what you've just said, that hard work is good work. I don't know what you think about it, and just to remind all of you that if you are interested to say something, you can just go to the thing I've just sent right now, and I'm just gonna share it right now. Yeah, so that is the link for anybody who is interested. And now we're gonna get back to the topic.
Our country is always worth it. It is always worth it. To the young people who are watching, it is... I love you. To the young people who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed.
Yeah, it's also for me. After the election results were produced, I thought that we're entering into a dark age. And I'm just gonna continue. I'm just gonna show you the election results. For those who have not checked, I'm just gonna put it up there. So you can see that these are the results according to CNN. Donald Trump got 312 electoral votes, and Kamala Harris got 226 electoral votes. For those wondering what this system is, it is called the Electoral College, where each state has a number of electoral votes, and if a person wins, he wins all those points. The person gets the most points, becomes president. So the bigger the state and the bigger the population, the bigger the amount of people, the bigger the electoral votes. Now we can see all of the blue states, the tradition of blue states. It's surprising that compared to how Americans voted for Biden last time, the states is Wisconsin and Michigan as well, and also, yeah, we call war about Biden. Kamala Harris could win then, and it could give us significant boost. We can see how Alaska also voted. Yeah, it's really interesting the way these elections turned out. It is really interesting. And we can also see how others voted. It is surprising that how Kamala voted. These, we can see Donald Trump won San Bernardino, Ken Malo, and many other places in California. This is really shocking because California is a traditional Democrat state, but still Kamala Harris won by 58%, which is actually really close compared to other global elections. So there we see that many other states also voted, and one is interesting how they voted. We can see how Trump rampaged through the entire place and got 56% of the votes, and that is really interesting. We can also see what Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. We can see that Donald Trump's popular vote. Donald Trump got the popular vote with 75,544,371 votes, and also Kamala Harris got 72,393,165 votes. So we can see that Donald Trump also got the popular vote as well as most of the electoral votes. And also the Senate was really interesting. I don't know if we can check it out, but I'm just gonna get back to the topic. Right. Away. Oh, hello, lady. Hello, Some Love. It's good to see you all. If you have something to say, you can just join the Discord link, and we're just gonna continue reacting to the speech that Kamala Harris gave.
But please know it's going to be okay. On the campaign, I would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't win. The important thing is don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever.
These are really interesting that Kamala Harris is giving here because, like I said, it is true that the Democratic Party has produced less presidents than the Republican Party, and that is really interesting. If someone has a question, he can just post on the comments, and we're just gonna continue the thing.
Stop trying to make the world a better place. You have power. You have power. And don't you ever listen when anyone tells you something is impossible because it has never been done before.
I kind of agree with that because we can also see that many other revolutions in history, they could simply say that it was never done before and therefore we're not going to do it. I know that after the revolt, the unsuccessful revolt that came before the Bolshevik Revolution in the Russian Empire, I know that it failed, and that was really bad for the Bolshevik, for many other rebels to come. But they still succeeded and overthrew the Tsar. People have different opinions about that. I see that Levy has said this is a better switch of power from Kamala than other candidates have done. I actually agree with that because you can see how Trump reacted. Trump was furious and actually refused to accept the election results. You can see how Kamala Harris accepted. This is actually really interesting.
You have the capacity to do extraordinary good in the world. And so to everyone who is watching, do not despair. This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves.
But also, Biden President Biden, he also said the same thing. So I wonder why they're saying the same thing. Let me just repeat that part.
Who is watching, do not despair. This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves.
Yeah, that saying has been, actually, Joe Biden said it also in his speech after Kamala Harris conceded to the defeat.
This is a time to organize, to mobilize, and to stay engaged for the sake of freedom and justice and the future that we all know we can build together. Look, many of you know I started out as a prosecutor, and throughout my career, I saw.
Yeah, she's right. She used to be the prosecutor. I didn't research on how she did the job, but if any of you know, you can just say in the comment section below. And if you have anything to say, you can just join with this link that I just put right here, and let us continue.
People at some of the worst times in their lives, people who had suffered great harm and great pain, and yet found within themselves the strength and the courage and the resolve to take the stand, to take a stand, to fight for justice, to fight for themselves.
Yeah, the thing about fighting for themselves is also really interesting because we all know how Trump is against certain LGBTQIA rights. I don't know what you guys think about it, but he is that, like, you know, the surgery where you can change your gender. Yeah, he is against it. Trump is against it. So I think she may be trying to talk about things like this. I don't know. If you know, just comment down below.
To fight for others. So let their courage be our inspiration. Let their determination be our charge. And I'll close with this. There's an adage an historian once called a law of history, true of every society across the ages. The adage is, only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. I know many people feel like we are entering a dark time, but for the benefit of us all.
Yeah, many people think like that. I've never met any, but maybe because of where I live. But it is a better switch to power compared to other candidates. And I think we can agree on that.
I hope that is not the case. But here's the thing, America, if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion of stars. The light of optimism, of faith.
Yeah, I'm wondering, what do you mean here? Because optimism, literally, I really don't know. And also, as she closes, she also said many other stuff. I think I should repeat it.
The light of optimism, of faith, of truth and service. HU.
Isn't the way the crowd has gone on fire with what she has just said? That is really interesting. And I'm just gonna continue.
And may that work guide us, even in the face of setbacks, toward the extraordinary promise of the United States of America. I thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. I thank you all.
This has been a very awesome that she has just delivered. Looking at how it is really painful to deliver it, and accepting that you have lost is also really painful for most political candidates around the world. But this is also a very interesting speech that she has just said, and if anybody has to say something, I can just give you some moments to say it. And it looks like nobody had anything to say. If someone has something to say, just let me know. But the stream is over. I hope you guys subscribe if you want, and also like and share if you want. And this was a very interesting election, just as I have mentioned very many times. This is a very interesting election. Some people are angry, some people are sad, some people are happy, some people have different opinions about this, but we know that this is over. And I think the next stream we may have is now reacting to Joe Biden's speech, and later we can do Trump. If you guys are not interested in that, just comment down below when you're ready. And have a good day.
אזרחי